Hello everyone, so welcome you back to Ashok Tutorials. So today when I'm making this video, we have we have around 403 subscribers altogether. So thank you each and every one of you for your contribution, for your love and support to Ashok Tutorials channel, right? So in the last video what we have seen is that we have successfully completed our paper 1 child development and pedagogy subject, right? So we have already completed that, and from this video onwards we shall be studying about environmental studies for paper 1. All right, so this is our very first video on environmental studies for paper 1. So here we go. So unit 1. In unit 1, what do we have? We have nature and scope. Then we also have the importance of teaching and learning environmental studies at primary stage. So here we shall be studying about the nature, what is the nature of the environment and what are the scopes of the environment, and we shall be learning about the importance and significance of teaching and learning environment at the primary level. Now here we go. So environmental studies, that is EVS we refer to, right? Environmental studies, we call it as EVS most of the time. So what happens? EVS refers to the interdisciplinary study of the environment, which includes both natural and social aspects. So teaching and learning EVS at the primary stage, typically referring to the early years of elementary education, is of utmost importance due to several reasons. See, here now you must be wondering, why do we need to study environmental studies at the very initial stage or the primary stage? So we need to study environmental studies in a primary stage due to various reasons. All right, so the reasons are discussed one by one. So I have taken few reasons. So let us see what reasons we have. So environmental awareness. All right, so first thing what do we do is that we need to make the society aware of the pros and cons of the environment, how to protect the environment, how to manage the environment, right? So here what we have, environmental awareness. So by teaching EVS at the primary stage, children become aware of the environment's significance and the interdependence between humans and nature. They learn about concepts such as conservation, biodiversity, climate change, pollution, and sustainable development, right? So here what happens, when we are teaching environment or EVS at the primary stage, the children, they become aware, right? They become aware, like what is the importance of the environment. Why environment is important? It is important because we are living in the environment, right? We live in a natural environment, right? So what happens here, an environment is basically divided into like how to say, different factors, right? Into different parts. So here and you know, environment is interdependence, like humans are dependent on environment and environment is dependent on humans. All right, so interdependency is there. Now the children, they learn about the concept of conservation. See, conservation is very important. So we need to learn how to conserve the environment, how to protect the environment, how to take care of the environment, right? Then the biodiversity. See, in this world on the planet Earth, we have diverse organisms living in it, right? The plants, the animals, the microorganisms, the humans, right? So all this we have to study, what are the different type of biological beings which live in the environment, and what are the diverse practices they practice. All right, then also we need to learn about climate change. See, climate change is nothing new. It is very, very urgent and very important topic to be discussed, right? See, every year as the year is passing by, we see a lot of climate changes taking place, right? The climate of the climate of the Earth is no more is no more that suitable, right? That suitable which we used to have before. It is becoming warmer and warmer, hotter and hotter, right? So it is not predictable anymore how to say it will be like winter season will be from this month to this month, summer will be from this month to this month. It is not no more, it is almost hard to say that, right? Because it is very much unpredictable, so we cannot right? So we cannot say. And why these things are happening? These things are happening because of our human activities only. So why that we shall see later on. Now we have pollution. So we all know that the environment in which we are living is all full of pollution. And who are responsible for this? We are responsible for this, right? Also, the natural disasters are also responsible for it, but yes, we are the major culprit for the pollution of the environment. So there are different types of environmental pollutions, like air pollution, water pollution, right? Soil pollution, noise pollution. So different types of pollutions we shall discuss later on. And sustainable development. So we should be able to understand, we should be able to practice, and we should be able to take care of the environment, and we should take care of the environment in such a way that sustainable development is practiced. All right, so let's go to the next topic, that is lifelong habits. So early exposure to EVS promotes the development of responsible attitudes and sustainable habits. So children learn about recycling, energy conservation, waste management, and other practices that contribute to environmental well-being. Such habits can stay with them throughout their lives. So what happens here is that we need to teach environmental studies from the very beginning. Why? Because so that the children, they develop the attitude, the positive attitudes towards environment. They know how to use the environmental stuffs judiciously. Right, the children, they learn about the concept of recycling, they learn about the concept of conservation of energy, how to conserve the energy, how to practice the waste management and other practices that contribute to environmental well-being. All right, and you know what, these habits are going to stay with the children throughout their life. All right, so there are different examples, like waste management. So waste management, what I can give you the example is that whenever we go for school picnic and all in a bus, what the children do, they eat chips and they drink cold drinks, then they eat sweets and chocolates, and what do? They throw the wrappers through the window of the bus, right, window of the vehicle, which is a very bad habit. So we as teachers, we should be able to tell them that whatever you want to throw, you throw it inside the bus or keep it in your bag, so that once the bus stops, the conductor and the bus driver, whoever is responsible for cleaning the bus, they can collect it and burn it, right, or whatever, however they want to dispose it. But then suppose the students are throwing the garbage or throwing the waste material through the window of the bus, who is going to collect it throughout their journey on the road? Nobody is going to collect it, right? So that's why it is our duty as teachers to guide our children to throw or dispose of the waste materials in the proper place in a dustbin, right? Now, sensory and experiential learning. So EVS provides opportunities for sensory and experiential learning. So through hands-on activities, field trips, nature walks, and experiments, children engage with the environment directly. This interactive approach enhances the understanding and retention of concepts. So here it says that you don't have to teach the children only from the book. What you can do as teachers is that you can give them hands-on training or hands-on activities. You can organize plantation of trees, then you can organize natural walks, you can visit to parks, zoos, right, then lakes. So you can take the children to the natural environment, the natural place, all right, where they can interact and they can see for themselves, and where they can learn through experience, right? So learning does not mean that only we have to learn through the textbook or through the written materials. Learning can take place anywhere, right? And the best learning takes place when we take out the children outside for field trips, short trips, picnics, and all that time. They are very much excited and enthusiastic in order to learn from the environment, right? Now, cross-circular integration. So EVS integrates multiple disciplines including science, social studies, geography, health, and even arts. It helps children make connections between different subjects, fostering a multidimensional perspective and improving their overall cognitive abilities. Now here what happens is that, we as teachers, I believe that we all we all in our graduation have learned environmental studies as one subject, right? So these days we cannot escape, or we cannot go through our graduation degree without studying EVS. So EVS, or environmental studies, is given as one subject. Whoever, even if you are from a science background, from commerce background, from arts background, you have to take up that environmental studies, right? Why now? Why do you think it is so important? See, it is important because before, in our education system, today, it was not the EVS was not given that much of importance, right? So that's why now what the government have decided is that we should be learning, those who have not got the opportunity to learn the environmental studies during their primary stage of studies, they should study it now. Why? Because it is very much important and urgent need of the society, right, to learn the EVS at this stage. That's why it says that nobody can escape. You belong to whatever stream, you have to study the environmental studies. Why? The first and foremost reason is that we ourselves as humans, we stay in an environment, right? So if we ourselves, we do not know how to protect the environment, how to take care of the environment, then how are we going to live in it, right? So that's how it becomes very important. Now, citizenship and empathy. Let us see, what do we mean by citizenship and empathy. So EVS promotes the development of responsible citizenship and empathy. Children learn about environmental issues, the impact of human actions on ecosystems, and the need for collective actions. They become more sensitive to well-being of others, both human and non-human. Yes. So see, what happens is that when we expose children to the environment, what happens is that they become aware of the environmental issues, right? What are the different types of issues we are having, then what the impact they can have on humans, what are the impact they can have on plants, what are the impacts they can have on the environment, what the impact they can have on animals. So they come to know about it, all right? And they become very sensitive to both the living as well as the non-living, living as well as non-living components of the environment, right? Now let's see what we have here. Local and global perspective. So EVS encompasses both local and global perspective. It encourages children to understand their immediate surrounding, community, and cultural heritage. Simultaneously, what happens is that it helps them recognize their place in the larger global extent context, nurturing a sense of global citizenship. So here it says that environment doesn't only means the local area or the local campus, right? This, whenever we are talking about environment, it means the entire world, right? Entire world, starting from your home, right? Starting from your home till the the area covered by the you can just say that from your house till the universe, everywhere it is related, right? From the globe, across the globe, right? Across the globe. So what do we mean by globe? Here by globe we means the earth, right? Earth. So where do we find earth? We find the earth on the galaxies, right? So wherever the living beings are there, so environment becomes of utmost importance, all right? Because we need to understand our environment, we need to know what are the do's and don'ts of the environment. Then we need to know how to nurture them, right? And we need to know how to take care of them, how to protect them, how to what are the things we can do in order not to expose the environment, right? There are little things, very small things by which we are exploiting our environment. So those things we shall see as we go on, right? Problem solving and critical thinking. This is also one of the important thing. So EVS education cultivates problem solving skills and critical thinking abilities. So children learn to analyze environmental issues, propose solutions, and make informed decisions. So these skills are crucial for addressing future challenges related to sustainability. In summary, teaching and learning EVS at the primary stage provides a foundation for environmental awareness, responsible citizenship, and sustainable practices. It nurtures a sense of curiosity, empathy, and critical thinking among children, empowering them to become more active participants in creating a better world. So it also says that by taking care of the environment, what happens, problem solving skills develop, then critical thinking skills develop in the children, right? And what happens, the children, they become aware, they become they they are able to know like what are the do's and don'ts, what are the solutions of the problems they might be facing, what are the crucial ways in which they can address the issues of the society. And so these are the different things which the students or the children, they learn as they are studying the environmental studies in their primary stage. Now let us see the next topic, that is nature and scope. So nature and scope. The nature and scope of subject or discipline refers to its fundamental characteristics, key components, and the range of topics it covers. In case of EVS, its nature and scope can be summarized as follows. So here we are going to learn about the nature of EVS first. So interdisciplinary. EVS is an interdisciplinary field that draws from various disciplines such as biology, ecology, geology, geography, sociology, economics, and political science. It combines natural and social sciences to understand the complex interactions between humans and the environment. See, as I said before, that whatever stream you belong to, the EVS is connected, all right? It is connected, whether you are a biology student, ecology student, geology student, geography student, economics student, everywhere the environment comes into picture, right? So you cannot escape these topics. That's why this topic becomes very important for us, all right? Now here we'll see nature of EVS, all right? So interdisciplinary we have seen. Now let us see holistic approach. So another nature of environment is that holistic approach. So EVS takes a holistic approach to studying the environment. It recognizes the interconnectedness of natural system, human activities, and societal factors. It seeks to understand environmental issues by considering ecological, economic, cultural, and political aspects. So EVS takes a holistic approach in order to study the environment. It recognizes the connections between natural systems, the human activities, and the societal factors. It also seeks understanding of issues considering two different types of issues like ecological issues, cultural issues, and political aspects, right? Now, real world application. So here we have EVS emphasizes practical applications and real world problem solving. It focuses on addressing environmental challenges and promoting sustainable practices. The knowledge gained in EVS is meant to be applicable to real life situations leading to positive environmental outcomes. So here, this environmental studies is a subject which you can relate with your everyday life, with the things happening in and around your surrounding, right? When you move out of your house, the first step you take is itself connected with the environment, right? So whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you do, everything directly or indirectly is connected with the environment, right? So that's why it says that you can connect your real life situations to the environment in order to learn the environmental studies in a better way. Now, system thinking. So EVS encourages system thinking, which involve understanding the interdependencies and feedback loops with ecosystems. It examines how different components of the environment interact with and influence each other, recognizing that changes in one aspect can have cascading effects on the entire ecosystem. Yes. So here what it says that all the components of the environment are interdependent, all right? Everything is interdependent, both the biotic as well as the abiotic components of the ecosystem are interdependent, right? And I don't think I have to explain to you in details about the biotic and abiotic component of the environment. I think those things we shall be learning when we discuss EVS further. Now, scope. Now let us come to the scope of EVS. So what are the different scopes we have? So environmental science. EVS encompasses the study of natural environment, including ecosystems, biodiversity, climate, geology, and environmental processes. It involves investigating environmental issues, conducting experiments, and analyzing data to understand the functioning and dynamics of ecosystem. So one of the scope is that environmental science. So what happens? It encompasses the study of natural environment, including what? The ecosystem, the biotic and abiotic components, the biodiversities we have, the climates we have, the geology we have, and the environmental processes. What are the different types of processes and how these things keep on changing with time. So what are the factors responsible for it? So all these things we study, right? Now, environmental social science. EVS also include the social dimension of the environment. It examines how human societies interact with and impact the environment. This includes studying environmental policies, governance, environmental justice, sustainable development, and the social and cultural aspect of environmental challenges. See, as I was saying, that it does not mean that environmental studies will be studied only by the science students. Even the social science students, they have to study the environmental science or environmental studies. Why? Because it is interconnected, right? This includes studying environmental policies. We have to study the different policies, we have the different cultures, we have the different practices, we have the governance, the environmental justice, and also the one of the most important topic is that the sustainable development we have to study. Now, sustainability. So EVS explores the concept of sustainability and the pursuit of sustainable practices. So it examines the balance between human needs and environmental preservation, aiming to find solutions that promote long-term environmental, social and economic well-being. So by sustainability, I hope you understand that we mean that sustainable development means meeting the need of the present without exploiting the future. Yes, we can say that way also. So sustainable development means the judicious use of the materials, right? The renewable resources, the non-renewable resources, the judicious use, keeping in mind the future generation. That is called sustainable development, right? Now, environmental education and awareness. So EVS involves promoting environmental education and awareness at various levels, including schools, communities, and society as a whole. It focuses on educating individuals about environmental issues, fostering environmental values and attitudes, and empowering them to take actions for sustainable development. See, whenever we are talking about environment, we do not only mean the school or the home. By environment, we mean the schools, the communities, the society, the family, wherever we are connected. So we mean that like awareness we have to spread. All right, so there are different type of departments of the government also who takes the initiative in order to promote the awareness about the environment. And the very first thing which we do these days is that we educate our children starting from the primary stage itself about the environment, right? Now, conservation and management. EVS addresses the conservation and management of natural resources. It explores strategies and techniques for protecting and restoring ecosystems, managing waste and pollution, conserving biodiversity, and promoting sustainable and land use and resource management. See, we need to know how to conserve or how to protect the environment from exploitations. We should know the scientific ways in which we can carry out the things. Then we should know how to manage the waste materials. We should know how to manage the waste products. We should know how to protect the environment from different types of pollutions. We should know how to protect the biodiversity. So all these different types of steps we have to take care, right? The conservation and management, we as individuals, as the super creature, right, of this earth, we should be able to know, right? Now, global perspective. EVS recognizes that environmental issues are global in nature and requires international cooperation. It encompasses the study of global environmental challenges such as climate change, deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and pollution, as well as efforts to address these issues through global agreements and collaboration. See, we have already seen in previous part of this video that environmental issues or environment is not only related to the local area. It is related to the global area as well. So as different countries, we have to take up we should come together and take up steps in order to protect the environment, right? There are challenges, different type of challenges like climate change, and this climate change is happening because of global warming, and this global warming is happening because of deforestation, because of different types of pollutions, because of the growth of vehicles, because of the growth of factories, right? So all these factors are responsible for the promotion of what do we call it, global warming. And global warming as a result is causing a threat to the life of the human as well as the plants and animals. So we need to watch very closely and take up certain steps in which we know how to protect the environment, right, in order to protect the society, in order to protect this world as a whole, right? Now, in summary, what we can see is that the nature and scope of EVS encompasses the interdisciplinary study of the environment, including both natural and social aspects. It promotes a holistic understanding of the environment, encourages sustainability, and addresses environmental challenges through scientific inquiry, social analysis, policy development, and education. So, we have studied the importance of environment, we have studied the social aspects, we have studied the scope and nature of the environment. So all these help us to take up a collective decision in order to protect our environment. It promotes a holistic understanding of the environment. It encourages us to practice sustainable development and addresses the various environmental challenges which we have. And scientific temper, it inculcates the scientific temper attitudes. It analyzes social aspects, and it helps us to develop certain policies through which we can take care of the environment and make our stay in this world a very peaceful one, and a disease-free one, and also a very healthy one, right? So I think this is the end of this video. So this was the first video about environmental studies of paper 1, right? So very much thankful to each and every one of you watching this video. Right, so thank you very much. And yes, there is one piece of information, you may say, is that many of you have been asking me regarding the PDFs, the hard copy, this and that, right? So I ask you to email me or to mail me. So you should mail me first, then only once I receive your mail I can send you, or I can do whatever the needful I have to do. So you should mail me first, and my mailing address is already given there. And if you don't get, you personally ask me, I will send you my mailing address, and through that way we can do it. All right. And I think I will also be opening up a Telegram group, so there we can add up, right? We can add up each other. So if possible, I'll provide the Telegram link in this video, right? So keep in touch. I really love to hear from you. I like to see beautiful comments coming to Ashok Tutorials channel. So keep supporting this channel, keep showing your love, and I will always be there for you. In whatever way I can help you, I will definitely help you. All right, so this channel is for you, of you, and because of you. So thank you everyone.